It's no excuses time post-Turkey Day. I'm feeling good. I think you should be too. What about you, boy man?
I'm wearing sweatpants because I can't fit in jeans.
Stay around and listen to the awesomeness that is No Excuses Radio. Good early Sunday morning. I'm Lex McAllister. This is No Excuses Radio, and I'm feeling pretty fatso McFatty because I have eaten tons of food for the holiday. How about you, boy man Dan Stover?
Good morning, Columbus. I'm still wearing sweatpants. I think this is day 3.
Well, here's the deal.
Too much gravy.
Here's the deal. I have been working out. I've been getting up at 4:30 a.m. and doing cardio.
Yeah, you tweeted me at about 5 o'clock in the morning and said, hey, guess where I am?
That's right. I was getting my fitness on, but not nearly as much as I need to. And we're going to whip my tush into shape because I have brought the owner of Ohio Krav Maga on the show, Terry Rosen, because she is the one woman who I aspire to look like because I think her body is hot.
I saw her in the hallway and she said, I'm coming after you. And I said, oh, God. And I said, why? She said, because you haven't been to my gym yet.
I know.
I got to get
why
up there.
haven't you been there? I've done cardio MMA. I've done the Krav level 1 class. I've done boxing. And let's just real quick before we bring Terry on, let's just say I did the boxing and I looked so stupid because I like to think of myself as a scrappy Irish woman who can, hold her own. However,
And you are not.
However, I was in the class with some other chicks who were really in shape, and I'm just getting back into the fitness groove. And I was also in the class with very tall, in shape men, and you have to do like fake little boxing with them, and I look so stupid. I look
Doing
so
some
stupid.
bob and weave.
Because I don't know little, they were like, do a jab and a hook and I was like,
Left jab, right hook.
Say
Never
what?
fails.
What's that? No, but they teach you really well. It was just me being a goofball. So, but yes, without further ado, we have Terry on the show. Terry, please don't be too rough with me because I know you're upset. I've been doing cardio in the mornings, but I haven't been doing what I said I was going to do.
Cardio. What kind of cardio?
I should be doing CrossFit cardio.
Yeah, you totally should.
And obviously you guys do that at your facility. The last CrossFit class I took, we had some literally fire hoses out. And you do the thing where you wave them with your arms.
I started doing those, and that is one of the worst burning sensations my arms have ever felt.
Yeah, no kidding. And it looks so simple, doesn't it? I don't get it.
Yeah, to get the right wave motion going back and forth, alternating the ropes, that's almost impossible.
Very hard. Yeah, so I took the boxing class, which is pretty cool because you guys have an Olympic winner who's actually teaching that class.
Yes, yeah. Jerry Page, Olympic gold medalist. Yeah. He's awesome. He's so much fun to learn from. He's a riot.
He's hilarious. And so when I'm making fun of myself, it's not because, the class was not teaching me. It was because I'm just a dork who can't focus. And I felt so insecure, Terry. But that's why for anyone who's thinking of trying some wants to have something new to do within their fitness regime, I'm telling you, go to Ohio Krav because they have all sorts of stuff. And at first you feel like you're going to be scared, but they make it feel very comfortable, but they do push you. And he just he was like, what are you doing over there?
Like, Lex.
Yeah.
That's
right,
he repeats your name.
Go.
All right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 1, 2.
Awesome. I love Jerry Page.
I know at least throughout the first couple of weeks of you going to Ohio Krav, you couldn't sit down in your chair here in the studio. She would just kind of gingerly sit and spring back up because she hit a bad spot.
Nice.
Where she's sore.
Yes, and I love that kind of good little ache. But so here's my excuse. Oh, darn it!
Oh, she said
Here's
it.
my
Did you hear that?
excuse.
You said the word.
A bell
Darn
or something.
There should be a penalty.
Here's my excuse. So I got a bad knee, bad left knee. All right. And I've been seeing a chiropractor and she's been working my muscle because apparently, we'll talk about it later, but apparently I am one of my muscles feel like they're 80-year-old muscles because they're so tight. So she's been helping me because my knee's doing some weird things and we're trying to avoid surgery. So I've had to do some low impact things and she's been working on my shoulders too. So every part of my body aches. And I know if I come take your class, I'm going to look like such a wimp. So I've kind of been insecure and not come to, but I need to come because you guys have the best fitness classes ever.
Plus you can totally take it at your own pace and do what you need to do to rehab.
I made excuses, Terry.
I heard
We need to have an excuse jar, kind of like a swear jar.
But that's a great idea.
I'm owning up to it. That's the point of this show, is not being a little liar and owning up to it. I haven't come to the classes this past month, and I had this whole hot by the holidays plan, and now I've got a big fat belly because I ate a bunch for Thanksgiving.
Well, it's still, what do we got? Like 3-4 weeks till Christmas? You can still be hot by Christmas.
Can I? I would like totally. I want to drop 10 pounds. Okay. And I know you shouldn't focus on poundage, but when I was at my peak fitness, I was about 15 pounds lighter, so I'd like to drop the 10.
It's all about measurements, though.
Yeah, measurements.
Right.
Yep.
I would like for my tush to not be so wide.
Okay, we can do that.
All right. Yeah. And I would also like for it to look like yours.
Okay.
So you had a big competition. You were training for it before you came on the show last time. It was like a month ago. How'd you do? It was a CrossFit competition.
Yeah, it was. We brought a bunch of teams to a CrossFit competition. It was a lot of fun. The team that I was on came in second for the weekend, which was a lot of fun. We had 2 other teams there, and also one of our members competing as an individual. Ooh. And we all had a blast. It was so much fun.
I was looking at pictures online, and maybe I'm making this up, but there were Atlas stones too, like strongman style, right?
Yeah, that's my new favorite tool at the gym. And you know what? They at the end of that competition, they sold them, so we have them now.
You're kidding? You have Atlas stones in your gym?
Stones, yep.
Okay, I'm sold. Right. I'm coming today. Is your gym open today?
No,
it's early in the morning.
Not on Sundays.
Not on Sundays.
Right. Actually, we have yoga in Lewis Center on Sundays. You could go stretch out.
All right, I hear hot yoga is like the thing to do right now. Everybody's saying yoga, hot yoga.
I hear that too. We don't do it hot, but I mean, I can get you hot first. You can.
I like it hot.
Sexy time.
Let's get it going here.
Sexy time
first. Wait a second, time it out. I acted like I knew what it was, but I don't. What is an Atlas ball? What is that?
Atlas stone. It's a
stone.
Big, yeah, it's a big just cylinder.
Whatever. What is it?
It's a big, not cylinder, ball. It's concrete. It's just a big concrete sphere.
And there's a lot of technique that goes into lifting that up.
Picking it up. Yeah. You can do various things with it. You can pick it up. You can put it on your shoulder. You can.
You said, and it's my new favorite toy I love to play with. So as a young girl, you didn't play with dolls.
I did. My Little Ponies and ballerina. I was a ballet dancer. Yeah, no, this is a newfound obsession.
Terry was the chick who was like out in the dirt, like kicking over the other girls. Like, why are you so weak?
No, that's me now.
I was gonna say, I see her kicking over other boys. Like, she's owning the playground.
I know. Honestly, you guys, OhioCravMaga.com is where you can get all the information on classes and times and membership opportunities. But one of my favorite things that you do every month is a women's self-defense class, and that's coming up.
Yes, it's free. It's the first Saturday of every month, so that's coming up, what is it, December 3rd?
That's right.
Yeah, so that's this coming Saturday. So
ladies, come learn how to defend yourself. I'm telling you, it's so empowering. Everyone who wants to get more information, I recommend you go to OhioCravMaga.com or visit us on our Facebook at Facebook.com/Live No Excuses.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
At the Diamond Cellar, we've been listening to our customers for years, and what's important to them is getting the finest quality at the best price.
I definitely got the best ideal cut for the money at the Diamond Cellar.
This is Andy Johnson. To make sure nobody can offer you a better price, we've been shopping again. The Diamond Cellar is less expensive. Take it from our customers.
The Diamond Cellar had the best price.
We got more than we expected to get for the money.
Come to the Diamond Cellar and let us show you. Quality for quality, nobody beats us on price.
Choices Eliminating Domestic Violence is dedicated to interrupting the cycle of domestic violence by responding to those in need, educating the community, and advocating for social change. Choices provides a 24-hour crisis and information line, temporary shelter, counseling, and support groups, all in the name of eliminating violence. Visit choicescolumbus.org.
Can't get enough of your no excuses and you always need more? I do too. I get it because we only air once a week. I don't know why. That's what the executives at the radio show said I could do. But don't forget to always go to
LiveNoExcuses.com
or Facebook.com/Live No Excuses Radio
or YouTube.com/Live No Excuses.
And always Twitter.com/Lex McAllister. It's Live No Excuses, baby, on Rewind Columbus.
Bradley Photography specializes in creating works of art for clients desiring an authentic, fine art experience. Suspend the remarkable and capture the honest and precious moments of real beauty, your family. More than works of art, we create works of life. To learn more, visit us online at bradley.com. That's BRADDLEY.com or call 614-228-6920.
I'm sexy and I know it. That's the song I got stuck in my head because I've been getting up at 4:30 a.m., working on my fitness, getting it all tight. Boop, boop, boop,
LMFAO.
That's right. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
If you ever do that move, I will kick you in the parts that are wiggling because that is the most unattractive dance move of all time. Don't do it.
I have probably done that a time or two with a glow stick.
Ew. Ew. Vomit. My coffee just curdled in my stomach. That's yummy. Hey, guess what? I got an update for you.
Does it have to do with the Cadillac?
Yes. I have my savior in the studio. His name is Solomon Parsley. He's the owner of International Collision and Repair on the West Side on West Broad Street. This poor man. So I came back. Everyone who hasn't tuned into the show before.
He has to be saying "poor you" at this point. Am I right, Solomon? Welcome to the
Solomon.
show.
Hello. Getting there.
So listen, for anyone who's not up to date on the car situation, here's the quick version of what happened.
There is no quick version of this if you're telling the story.
My car was torn to pieces on the passenger side in the Easton parking lot. It was a hit and run. I come out to my beautiful car in shreds, basically. Turn it in to get fixed and drive in a rental. Rental gets backed into. All right. So then pick my car up, have it for 2 hours. And not only is it hit within those 2 hours, the Cadillac is hit yet again, but it is hit by another vehicle that I own as well. So it was hit by my cousin's husband who backed into me. And I told him, I was
coincidentally,
like, look,
though,
I'm
right? This wasn't in like a driveway or something, right?
Yes.
This was like in a parking lot or something,
No,
wasn't it?
the third time I experienced a hit, but the second time with the Cadillac, it was in her driving way, and he was backing out of the garage. And I was like, yo, my car's right there, so be careful. And he's like, yeah, I know. And he even has a backup camera on the Mazda, and somehow he still managed to hit me. So Solomon is graciously going to fix it. And I have to say, Solomon, your body shop is probably the cleanest body shop I've ever seen in my entire life. And you know I'm a gearhead and have been in and out of a lot of car spaces. So how do you keep it so clean? Are you a neat freak?
Yes. I have a little bit of OCD, I believe. So it kind of carries out into the shop. And all the techs, I think you work more efficiently, produce a better job when a shop is clean and organized.
I know.
So it's just something I think that it has to be done.
I want to be an organized person. The intention is there. Mm-hmm. Laziness is what keeps me from being an organized person in my actual life. So I could learn a thing or two from you. All right, so what are we going to do to my car for the second time?
Well, we're going to have to bring it in, and first thing, we'll disassemble it and assess all the damage. It looks like your headlight may be damaged also. So.
I had a question about that because there was some moisture in the headlight, right?
Right.
Okay, I have heard that Cadillacs are notorious for moisture buildup in the front, in the headlights. Is this true? Have you seen this with
Are we really talking about this right now?
Yes.
You're such like a girl. The fact that you don't like
Solomon,
cars is
let me
so
tell
sad.
You this.
It's so sad.
I like cars, but moisture, no one cares.
He doesn't like cars.
None of our listeners care.
Yeah, they do, because they shouldn't. If you're out to buy a vehicle, you don't want to buy a car that within 1 year is going to have moisture in the headlamps.
It happens.
Really? You drive a 20-year-old car. Of course you don't care. Anyways, is this true?
They have had some issues over the years, but
yeah,
that's a little too new for that to be happening, and it's only your right headlight, so I think it's broke back behind. When we get it out, I think
you'll fix it. And you can actually paint, because we're going to have to repaint the passenger side, the panels again, okay? Yeah. And you paint it in your studio, which I think is pretty awesome that you have that with, because a lot of body shops have to send that out elsewhere to be done. So
some of them have to, but yeah, we have a downdraft spray bake that we can paint it in and put it back to its factory finish.
Yeah, see, Boyman is so nerd. Look at him; he's like playing with the bottle cap.
That's okay.
He is such
I like
not
hearing
a car
about
person.
The finishing part of it, but moisture in a headlight, Lex.
Okay, the reason he's trying to make fun of me right now is so we don't focus on the fact that he has no car knowledge. Like, he would not even know how to change his oil. He would not know how to change his oil.
I've replaced an entire fuel system in a Mustang.
No, lies.
That's a big job.
Solomon, ask me a question, see if I can answer it.
Yeah.
I mean, general. She's saying I can't change oil, so work with me. I mean, not something out of the ballpark, but
yeah. What kind of lines did you replace on your fuel lines?
Steel and rubber, and I had to get a crimping tool.
Yeah. That's a pretty big job. Bent all the lines yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the worst part of it was getting the fuel tank straps down. when the tank fell on my chest.
He's so
and
proud
it was half full
right now.
Bam.
You're so proud of yourself.
I am proud of myself.
More importantly, who won? Who was the winner of the nationwide series in NASCAR?
This year? Wasn't it Stewart?
5 years ago. Oh, you did know that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lex. I'm 2 for 2.
That's a good job. I'm a little proud of you right now. Little baby boy man knows some car knowledge. He drives an 8,000-year-old Toyota Camry. That's the color of dirt.
It's true. I have to pedal with my feet.
He does.
It's awful.
It's sad. So, yeah, we're going to take my car in to get fixed yet again at International Collision and Repair. But more importantly, people need to visit you. Where can they visit you online and in person?
At 5575 West Broad Street. And our internet address is International Collision Repair Center at...
What, are you nervous? You're such a goofball. Why are you laughing?
I can't even
What's
think of our
web
website.
address? You don't know your website, Solomon?
If someone were to Google,
they would type in.
what would they type into the
International Collision Repair Center.com.
There it is. Oh. Job well done, Solomon. Thanks for being a guest.
Hi, this is Brian Bowen.
And this is Heather Keck.
Of Bowen & Keck Defense Attorneys. We understand that you are only human, and humans make mistakes.
However, that doesn't mean we can't solve your issues with class and respect.
Heather, that's exactly right, because you deserve help.
YouDeserveHelp.com.
As lawyers, we are protectors of your rights as real people.
Your needs, your concerns, your life is unique to you.
We are always available to you at YouDeserveHelp.com.
That's YouDeserveHelp.com.
Do you ever come home after a busy day and wonder what's for dinner? At Dream Dinners, we answer that question for you. Our monthly menu includes over 17 different recipes that change each month, with dishes perfect for the seafood lover to the vegetarian and even those with gluten allergies. Join us at Dream Dinners. Schedule your session today to prepare your meals or have one of our staff members prepare the meals for you. Call 614-798-1400 and ask for Allison, or visit dreamdinners.com. That's 614-798-1400.
The car your heart desires is at Buyers.
Hey, Spiels, are we on another scouting expedition?
Yeah, Mark, making sure Buyers Subaru is staying competitive. Welcome to the big box car dealership where our prices are high and the values are low. I'm interested in that Forester over there. Excellent choice, sir. How much is it? Well, are you buying today? If the price is right, how much? That's a special request. I'll need to get my manager.
And off he goes. Now the game starts.
Man, this is nothing like Buyers Subaru. We actually listen to our customers.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Hello, sirs.
Hello? How much?
Well, how much were you looking to spend?
That's it.
Allow me. Drop and give me 20.
Come scout out Buyers Subaru at I-270 and Sawmill on Billingsley Road. Call 792-2455 or on the web at buyersauto.com.
The deal that's right for you. Buyers Mazda Subaru.
Do you love to have a custom piece of jewelry that you made yourself or that you purchased by a local craftsman? I love pieces like that, and the only place you can get them is One Stop Bead Shop. That's onestopbeadshop.com. They are located just on Sawmill Road in Dublin at the Trader Joe's Shopping Center. They have all kinds of beads, and I just saw that they have a snake spine bead in store. So if they have a snake spine, you know you're going to find exactly what you're looking for at One Stop Bead Shop. It's onestopbeadshop.com.
When it comes to your dream home, consider Compass Point at Buckeye Lake. Located right on the main lake, the gated community offers fantastic views with a minimum of 2 boat slips with each house. Lots start from $185,000, cottages from $279,000, and houses from $395,000. It's the life your family wants in an area you know and love. Check it out on the web at compasspointbuckeyelake.com or call 614-621-2443. Compass Point at Buckeye Lake. Building more than homes, building a foundation for family traditions.
So recently, I have taken it upon myself to work on my stress, boy, man.
Yeah.
I'm working out my kinks.
Are you meditating now?
P.S.
Seeing
side note.
you sit still long enough to have
I know, because I usually am like a little
unified
like,
thought would impress me.
Like Beavis and Butthead, I'm ridiculous. So I've been working on my stress, definitely not meditating, would not be good at it. I'm sure that's a healthy thing for others to practice, but for me, I would want to scream. But I went to see I went to Murphy Chiropractic. One of my favorite blondies, Christina Murphy. What's up, girl? Oh, wait, her lighter there. What's up, girl?
What's up?
Little technical difficulty. We're broadcasting from the back of our truck, the rusty truck.
We have another car running a generator over to the truck that we're in right now.
On the side of 270. If you would like some street meat, we can also access that for you.
Yeah, I have a food cart over here, hot plate. It's ready to go. It's great for tailgates.
No, so Christina and her husband own Murphy Chiropractic, which you guys just went into that really beautiful new facility on King Avenue in Grandview, which is, you guys have such a beautiful facility. But I went into her, and the first thing she said to me after she touched my body was, Did you sleep in a bathtub your entire life, is what she asked me. So my question for you is, are you insinuating that my parents abused me and made me sleep in the bathtub? Why did you ask me that question?
Well, you had some obvious tension in your neck and shoulders.
Obvious tension.
And I attribute that to man-child, partially.
Man-child?
Boy man.
I'm still offended. Not because you said man-child, but I have nothing to do with her stress. I make her life easier.
Oh, yeah. No. So I honestly, boy, man, you know me. I'll sit at the computer and I'll type a few emails, and after a half an hour, my neck and shoulders throb. And then I also haven't been able to run in over a year because I've had some left knee issues, and I didn't want to go the route of surgery if I didn't have to. So I went to Christina.
If you're cramping up after a few emails, we're going to have to get you an ergonomic assessment or something. Get you like dual monitors with raised arms.
Yeah. We'll check your
Something
workstation out.
It's just I need to have, like, look at me now. I look like a schlep sitting here right now. My posture's awful right now.
You are kind of like folded into yourself a little bit.
No, so I've went to you, Christina. How many times? 3 times?
3 times, I think. 3 or 4, yeah.
You're intense, dude. Now, one thing I want to correct everyone on. When I thought of a chiropractor, I thought all you guys did was like snap a few...
Like the adjustments, the cracking and popping.
Let me tell you something. Christina can get a good little deep tissue massage on.
That's what I need.
Oh my gosh.
Foam rolling's
wonderful.
not cutting it anymore.
Yeah.
So wonderful.
Well, we do kind of a combination. We do the adjusting, spine, extremities, everything, but really addressing the soft tissue and the muscles is such a huge part of relieving pain and getting our progress that we make to last. So
yes, I love it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Fingers are magical. I sent her a text after and said, I'm in love with you.
She did. I wasn't sure how to take it. But
Lex has been single for a little while now, so her perception of magic hands is a little skewed.
It must be really awkward for someone in the room next to us when I'm having a session because the sounds are a little bit out of control that come out of my mouth.
We do have thin walls, so.
At one point, it was feeling good, but then she did something. Because look, my muscles are extremely tight. They're ridiculous how
you are tight.
Yeah, very tight, very stressed. And when she's working on you, you told me you're creating little micro tears in my muscles. And why are you creating little micro tears in my muscles?
We get in and dig in on the area, whatever area we find is affected, and we work that area out. And what it does is creating those little micro tears actually frees up the tissue. So you get an increase of blood flow to the area, which heals it and increases your range of motion. So when you have that feeling like something is in there and you just can't reach it, we're reaching it.
Yeah, I find that throughout the session, boy, man, I'm like, oh yeah, like it's ridiculous.
So
I need to come in and see you more, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Get some deep tissue stuff going on.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes. So, and obviously, we're not talking to him today, but you've got a hot little husband who's your partner and also a chiropractor.
And he does everything. We're very similar in the way we practice. So
I would feel awkward though. Tell me this, boy, man. I like that. Don't take this the wrong way. I like having a chick work on my muscles because I'm serious. I make such.
What's the logic behind that?
Because the faces I make probably during our session, I look like an idiot, and I don't want to look ugly with some hot doctor.
No, we see it all though, and to us, nothing's a big deal. We're very laid back.
You totally have to make fun of some of your patients. I would if I were you.
No, I mean to their faces, but
So, boy, man, would you want Christina, a hot blonde, to work on you, or would you want her partner in crime and in life?
Before you laugh, let me explain this.
What?
And I'm saying the husband, and here's why. Because I feel like he is going to dig his elbows so far into my back and break up all the knots that are going on back here.
Time it out.
It's a little bromance. It's all right.
Yeah, I don't know how strong you are, but I want someone
listen.
beating on my spine
Christina's
to make
pregnant.
it feel better.
Christina is pregnant, so she puts all that weight into her hands, and it really gets.
It does give me a little advantage.
It does give her. It really does give you an advantage. I'm telling you.
A little heft there, yeah.
I think we have a contest in the making here.
Oh look,
Christina versus the husband.
We should. Gestapo producer Nicole. She's my favorite producer of all time.
Are we arm wrestling?
She stole the mic from Boyman. I liked it.
I've never had that happen to me before.
We should have some sort of competition between husband and wife.
Like a showdown?
Some sort of showdown. Yeah, a Murphy Chiropractic showdown.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
This could be good. We'll work out the details of this.
All I'm going to say is this. I did not realize how out of whack my body was until Christina started working on it. And I've only been with her for 3 sessions, but I have found I crave, when I don't have an appointment all day, I crave her fingers in my back.
Well, like I said again,
you're only human.
She's a little skewed. She's been single for a while. It's just
I have been single for a while.
She really likes you.
Listen, Christina's like my hairstylist. She knows everything about me because in the session I start crying. I'm like, Christina, because she opens you up. She releases all sorts of toxins, and you just talk about life at large, man. She's like your hairstylist. You open up to her. You'll probably open up to her.
It could happen. That's true.
It could happen. I'll stock his room with Kleenex and.
Oh, all right. The producer, Nicole's getting mad at us, so we got to close out the segment.
Right.
I can't wait to come back to you and have your fingers dig into my booty. Like you lots. Murphy Chiropractic. We're going to promote where to find you in the next segment because we're running out of time. It's just going to get mad at me.
Atelier, a boutique salon located in the heart of Grandview Heights, offers one-of-a-kind haircuts and colors tailored to your features and your individual skin tone. With a master cutting specialist and national color educator on staff, Atelier is always at the cutting edge. AtelierByMason.com. That's ATELIER by Mason.com or call 614-485-9558. That's 614-485-9558.
During market ups and downs, you face many questions and uncertainties. Is my 401k allocation still right? How will my retirement plans be impacted? How will my dreams and goals be affected? Schumacher & Associates, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., can provide you with solid strategies and tips to help you protect what matters and weather market volatility. To learn more, go to Schumacher & Associates at 614-340-9642. That's 614-340-9642. Or stop by their office at 4 Victorian Gateway, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Are you trying to quit your unhealthy smoking habit but don't know where to start? Try the e-vapor brought to you by Columbus's own Westside Vapor. E-vapors are smokeless, tar-free, and chemical-free, whereas a normal tobacco product carries major health risks along with over 4,800 harmful chemicals. Try a complimentary e-vapor by messaging Lex at facebook.com/livenoexcuses. And don't forget to visit westsidevapor.com.
Where can you lose weight, get into awesome shape, and learn self-defense skills all in an unconventional environment? Ohio Krav Maga. Krav Maga is a hand-to-hand fighting system that will allow you to protect yourself and your loved ones. Do yourself a favor and visit ohiokravmaga.com to view classes, schedules, videos, and more. Classes include Krav Maga, CrossFit, boxing, taught by Olympic gold medalist Jerry Page, jiu-jitsu, and more. ohiokravmaga.com. Self-defense and fitness for the real world with 3 convenient locations in Hilliard, Gahanna, and Lewis Center. ohiokravmaga.com.
All right, so we ran out of time in the last segment. I got to tell everyone, if you want to go see Christina over at Murphy Chiropractic, you can call them at 614-359-2856. It's 359-2856. Like we said, they're right there at that new, beautiful retail facility on King Avenue and Northwest Boulevard in Grandview Heights. And their website is grandviewchiros.com.
I'm going to go see him next week.
You should. It's awesome. It truly is making my body... I never realized how tired and old my body was starting to feel.
80-year-old woman, bathtub.
Really, I'm serious. And this is helping to just get my juices and my life flowing back again. But hey, you know what we haven't talked about? And I am kind of mad at myself. I forgot to bring it up. Yesterday, Saturday, is called Shop Small Business Saturday. It's this whole little national holiday that started. Well, not really a national holiday.
It's something you're supposed to do.
Yes, but
to help small business owners after Black Friday when you go to Best Buy and Walmart and buy junk for cheap.
That's right. So one thing I want to encourage people to do is not just shop at small businesses on one day or even 2 days, but always support fellow local small business owners, because I don't care what anyone says, it is the small business owner that is the one who's going to save this economy.
That's absolutely right.
Speaking of awesome new ideas and another group that is really going to help change the face of the business environment within Columbus, I know you've made a new friend who's doing just that.
I have. This is David Staley with Columbus Universitas. Welcome, David.
Hi, Dan.
So,
Boyman, I told you to call him Boyman.
Don't Boyman.
Thank you.
Rebel against me.
I mean, he was trying to give me some props here.
I know.
We appreciate that.
So, for anyone who doesn't know what this is, give them the rundown. David.
We are the opposite of eHarmony.
So you're helping people to get divorces?
If eHarmony is about connecting people who are compatible, that's what the algorithm's about. We're trying to connect people who aren't compatible and see what happens when we connect people from different ways of thinking, different businesses, different parts of the city.
There was a pretty cool article about you in Metropreneur, and it really gave a good description of equating, these great metropolitan cities like Paris or New York, and how those cities connect, like you just said, those groups of people that typically, creators to innovators, that typically wouldn't think to talk to one another, and amazing ideas result. So can you go into what that article said a little bit more in depth?
We benchmark the wrong cities, I think, in Columbus. We always think we need to be like Indianapolis or Charlotte or Minneapolis, and what I've been saying is we got to swing for the fences. Let's look like Paris in the 19th century. Let's look like Renaissance Florence. Let's be like the really big cities of the past. And what those cities all had in common is that they're creative and innovative people were always in contact with each other, cross-fertilizing ideas. That's what we need to do in this city.
Where specialized people are coming together and even trying to solve larger issues and looking at it from different angles too, correct?
That's right. We had a conversation back in the fall about how should we redesign school. And the people in the room were not just simply teachers and school administrators, but they were business people, an executive chef, students, people from all over the place.
And this is great. You've celebrated your 1-year anniversary just last month, so congratulations.
Thanks for that.
Congratulations. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary here at No Excuses this January.
Wow.
So, kudos to us both.
Another weird convergence, right?
Don't you love it?
I do.
I do love it. Everyone thought we would fail. So in your face, haters.
Well, why this is so important too, and I remembered reading this in the Wall Street Journal a few months ago, that this kind of collaboration where two totally separated fields come together and solve a problem. Recently, some gamers solved a genome equation for an AIDS strain. I see you shaking your head.
What do you mean gamers?
They turned a problem in genomics basically over to a bunch of gamers and said, well, you guys try to solve it. And I think within a week?
Within 10 days.
People who weren't,
really?
These aren't trained geneticists or anything like that.
No,
these are just hardcore gamers. They solved the problem.
Scientists have been studying this genome for about 15 years, and they turned it over to people who are really good with puzzles, and they actually solved the linking genome together with this AIDS virus.
Here's why I love this. Everyone knows when you're an objective party, when you can take an objective outside look at something, it's so much easier to make sense of it. It's why you can always give great dating advice to your girlfriend, but then your own personal life is awful because unless you're outside of the situation, you can't look at it in a way with a new, fresh perspective. That's what you are doing. So how do people explain how exactly it works?
We do something different every month. We just try to find different ways to connect people. Sometimes it's around a question or a conversation. Sometimes we actually pair up two contra-compatible people and say, do something. So one month we had an executive chef and a vice president of a bank. What we ended up doing was like an Iron Chef Columbus kind of thing.
That's excellent.
Love it.
And, we could do anything as long as it's connecting gamers and geneticists, or the folks from Wonderland and the folks from Tech Columbus.
Who would we connect me with? Who would we connect Boyman and I, media, radio, goofballs with?
Boy, I could think of any number of people. I would like to see you guys connected with the mayor.
Oh.
That could be good. I like that.
Do you know he would probably have me murdered? I am so unprofessional.
That's what I want to see. That's what we want to have happen.
You want to see my demise and death is what you're saying.
I think you guys would really add an awful lot to one of our gatherings, and I'm going to try to make this a reality in 2012. We are going to get you two to Universitas. You are going to curate one of our events.
I'd love to have that. That'd be great.
You know, honestly, I believe so much in what you're saying. I love the idea of putting yourself in a typically uncomfortable situation. Uncomfortable because maybe you're not familiar with an industry or a person or a subject, whatever the case may be, and just running with it. That's really the mentality, David, behind No Excuses, is this idea that you can never... People who say I shouldn't, I couldn't, I wouldn't, are really being stifled by their own internal fears, because you can, you should, and you would if only you believed in yourself and stopped making your excuses. That's the whole principle behind the show. As goofy as we are, Boyman, we do have a mission too, and it's kind of in line.
Do.
It's definitely in line with Universitas, and I love what you guys are doing. So where can people find out more?
TEDxcolumbus.com/ideas/Universitas. We'd love to hear from you.
And I will link it on my Facebook site as well, facebook.com/live no excuses. Thank you, David.
If I had $1 million, I'd buy your
Do you ever come home after a busy day and wonder what's for dinner? At Dream Dinners, we answer that question for you. Our monthly menu includes over 17 different recipes that change each month, with dishes perfect for the seafood lover to the vegetarian and even those with gluten allergies. Join us at Dream Dinners. Schedule your session today to prepare your meals or have one of our staff members prepare the meals for you. Call 614-798-1400 and ask for Allison, or visit dreamdinners.com. That's 614-798-1400.
Can't get enough of your No Excuses, and you always need more? I do too. I get it, because we only air once a week. I don't know why. That's what the executives at the radio show said I could do. But don't forget to always go to
LiveNoExcuses.com
or Facebook.com/Live No Excuses Radio
or YouTube.com/Live No Excuses.
And always Twitter.com/Lex McAllister. It's Live No Excuses, baby, on Rewind Columbus.
Do you love to have a custom piece of jewelry that you made yourself or that you purchased by a local craftsman? I love pieces like that, and the only place you can get them is One Stop Bead Shop. That's onestopbeadshop.com. They are located just on Sawmill Road in Dublin at the Trader Joe's Shopping Center. They have all kinds of beads, and I just saw that they have a snake spine bead in store. So if they have a snake spine, you know you're going to find exactly what you're looking for at One Stop Bead Shop. It's onestopbeadshop.com.
When it comes to your dream home, consider Compass Point at Buckeye Lake. Located right on the main lake, the gated community offers fantastic views with a minimum of 2 boat slips with each house. Lots start from $185,000, cottages from $279,000, and houses from $395,000. It's the life your family wants in an area you know and love. Check it out on the web at compasspointbuckeyelake.com or call 614-621-2443. Compass Point at Buckeye Lake, building more than homes, building a foundation for family traditions.
This is when I get really excited to be a sea busser, to live in Columbus, Boyman. You know, I lived in New York City for about 6 years, and everyone always thinks that you have to be in a big city to accomplish big things, but I love Columbus because we do have so many innovators like we've spoken to. We have so many amazing small business owners like we've had on the show today, and we have one more guest that we're going to talk to who's doing something pretty innovative and cool as well.
We do. There's so much going on in Columbus. I have to completely agree, and my good friend Greg Shack here is designing a t-shirt company that is kind of putting out there the message of hard work, earning what you bring in, and I don't want to take it away from you. I want you to explain a little more. So welcome,
what up, Greg? What up?
What's up?
What's the haps?
So the brand name's called NDO, ENDEYO. It's a phonetic way of saying the initials for No Days Off. The mentality behind the brand is the mindset of the country sort of seems to be engulfed in this: what's the least amount of work I can do to make the most money?
Right.
And I really want to sell the idea that hard work is eventually what pays off.
Yes.
And everybody that you see that has that mentality ends up having the successful lifestyle they want. They live their dreams. You see athletes, you see performers, artists, everybody who has that mentality carries it through their life on a day-to-day basis, and it leads to great things. And I just think selling that idea through apparel, through a new brand, a new style here in Columbus is the next step for getting it on a wider range of people.
Makes my heart go boom boom, because that's the whole. People always ask me, what is a quality that you dislike the most in people, and it's laziness. Because as much as I may be haywire, and as much as people may not like, the personality I bring to the show, no one can dispute my work ethic and how hard.
Absolutely not.
How hard,
And busy is so relative too. When people say they're busy, it's like, wait a minute.
So it was so funny, Greg, because I get this little, I was tagged on a little Twitter, and it was like, no days off. And at first, I called Boy Band. I was like, what is he saying? Like, I'm lazy? Who's this brat saying so I didn't recognize what you were doing.
Right. The funny thing is that I hate the term laziness. Like, I kind of think we get caught in this thing that everybody in our generation is used to technology, used to everything comes to you. Like, I think people want to exert the hard work, want to go through the effort. It's just we're in this sort of transition where we have so much in front of us that just comes to us, that stuff that comes easy, we don't exert the extra effort to take it as far as it should go. And
that's a good point.
So it's just really interesting that I don't think people intend to be lazy. It's just when you can accomplish stuff easier than you used to be able to, you don't do the extra effort. And once you start putting in the extra effort and you see the results that come from it, it's amazing. I started the business 3 months ago, hardly any time at all. And I have inventory, I have product, I have a website. It's developing at such a fast rate that I'm excited for every step of the way. And meanwhile, I'm juggling personal life. I'm in law school, just doing a ton of different stuff. But the main focus is just keep driving the attitude, keep developing as it goes. And everybody I've talked to about the idea seems to love it. And like you said, it's just something you want to embrace.
It's contagious.
It really is.
Well, but you're right. You bring up a good point. The fact that I feel like our generation is notorious for, and that's why I created this show called No Excuses. They're notorious for entitlement. I deserve everything because I have a college degree, and that college degree told me deserving of a job starting at $45,000 right out of the gate. There
are people suing their universities because their university didn't do enough to get them a job after they graduated. That is outrageous.
Right. There gets to a point where you just have to realize that it's your own responsibility to move forward. And I think the people who are going to embrace the brand are the people who already understand that idea, that know it. And I think when the idea becomes that contagious, then I think it has an opportunity to just go to everybody. And I want to sell the idea way more than I want to sell a t-shirt.
Absolutely.
I just think when people embrace the idea, such better things come from it. So,
but you found where the rubber meets the road in how fast this has all come about. You've gone from a simple design to already kind of taking on some new, really, really good designs for your brand already, right?
Right. We're developing a whole new style to everything. The first set of designs were just really essentially just trying to get t-shirts out so I could have something on people's backs to just promote what we're going for. And then now we're getting a style to the brand. We're getting just a bunch of different designers on board, different aspects of what we're going to go with. And we're actually bringing all these designs to the December Gallery Hop next Saturday. So,
you know what I'd love to do too? We're going to be hosting our 1-year anniversary party the second week in February. Details on that party to come, but I would love to have you at that party, and maybe we can include some of your goodies in the bags that we're giving out to people, because I love the mentality. Where can people visit and learn more and support this movement you've created?
If you want to see the website, the stuff we have going, the vision of the brand, it's at endio.com, ENDEYO. It has some updating to be done to get the new designs on there, but they'll be up there as soon as possible, and hopefully you see us around campus pretty soon.
You know what I love about it, though? He said, obviously we have some room for improvement. Every good brand and business does, but you're not saying to yourself, well, I'm going to wait 3 months to launch it. I'm going to wait to try that. You just wanted to get it out there and get it rolling and moving.
Right.
So recently, it was a few days ago, I was watching the Ellen show. I don't typically watch that show, but I happened to have it on, and there was a couple on there, and this is going to sound awful of me, but I don't care. There was a couple on there, married couple, who had lost their jobs, okay? They had lost their jobs 3 years ago. Not their fault that they lost their jobs. I get it. However, they were on the show because they had written Ellen a letter saying, we find you such an inspiration because we live dollar to dollar and paycheck to paycheck, and we had to move in with our parents, and we had to, pawn our son's PlayStation. Now, I am not putting down people who lose their job, but 3 years you can't find something to produce income. I'm not buying it.
Right.
And she gave them $10,000, a free new car, all sorts of. I'm not buying that in 3 years you cannot find a way to produce income for yourself. I'm not buying it.
Right. What happens 3 years from now? Like the $10,000 is so fixed. It's true if you have the mentality to keep going forward and they want to keep pursuing finding a new job. And
do you guys think it almost enables it a little bit?
Yes,
that,
it
that
does.
sense of entitlement that somebody's going to come in and save me.
It really made me mad. And everyone's like, oh, she's so nice, Ellen. You're nice. No, she should be training those people how to do a better job interview and how to find, maybe they're not going to get their dream job, but maybe you get a job to support yourself and your family so you don't have to pawn your kids one toy.
Right.
It really made me mad. That segment really made me mad.
I can say this. If I lost my job tomorrow, I'd be locking myself in a dark room till I came up with an idea to start something new, knowing how the job market is.
Or I'd get a job at Starbucks and sell some coffee in the time. Stop being lazy. Indio. Boom. No excuses.
At the Diamond Cellar, we've been listening to our customers for years, and what's important to them is getting the finest quality at the best price.
I definitely got the best ideal cut for the money at the Diamond Cellar.
This is Andy Johnson. To make sure nobody can offer you a better price, we've been shopping again. The Diamond Cellar is less expensive. Take it from our customers.
The Diamond Cellar had the best price.
We got more than we expected to get for the money.
Come to the Diamond Cellar and let us show you. Quality for quality, nobody beats us on price.
The car your heart desires is at Buyers.
Hey, Spiels, are we on another scouting expedition?
Yeah, Mark, making sure Buyer Subaru is staying competitive. Welcome to the big box car dealership where our prices are high and the values are low. I'm interested in that Forester over there. Excellent choice, sir. How much is it? Well, are you buying today? If the price is right, how much? That's a special request. I'll need to get my manager.
And off he goes. Now the game starts.
Man, this is nothing like Buyer Subaru. We actually listen to our customers.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Hello, sirs.
Hello? How much?
Well, how much were you looking to spend?
That's it.
Allow me. Drop and give me 20.
Come scout out Buyer Subaru at I-270 and Sawmill on Billingsley Road. Call 792-2455 or on the web at buyersauto.com.
The deal that's right for you. Buyers Mazda Subaru.
Where can you lose weight, get into awesome shape, and learn self-defense skills all in an unconventional environment? Ohio Krav Maga. Krav Maga is a hand-to-hand fighting system that will allow you to protect yourself and your loved ones. Do yourself a favor and visit ohiokravmaga.com to view classes, schedules, videos, and more. Classes include Krav Maga, CrossFit, boxing, taught by Olympic gold medalist Jerry Page, jiu-jitsu, and more. ohiokravmaga.com. Self-defense and fitness for the real world with 3 convenient locations in Hilliard, Gahanna, and Lewis Center. ohiokravmaga.com.
Hi, this is Brian Bowen.
And this is Heather Keck
of Bowen & Keck Defense Attorneys. We understand that you are only human, and humans make mistakes.
However, that doesn't mean we can't solve your issues with class and respect.
Heather, that's exactly right, because you deserve help.
YouDeserveHelp.com.
As lawyers, we are protectors of your rights as real people.
Your needs, your concerns, your life is unique to you.
We are always available to you at YouDeserveHelp.com.
That's YouDeserveHelp.com.
Bradley Photography specializes in creating works of art for clients desiring an authentic, fine art experience. Suspend the remarkable and capture the honest and precious moments of real beauty, your family. More than works of art, we create works of life. To learn more, visit us online at bradley.com. That's BRADDLEY.com or call 614-228-6920.
I feel excited about life right now after talking to all of those awesome guests.
We had some excellent guests on the show today.
I know. I almost want to talk with like an accent. Like I want to be like a Baptist preacher who's like, yeah, let's go out
I thought you were
and
going to
do
say
some
like
work.
a Renaissance French person or something, but no, you went Baptist
that
South.
Was a stereotype, inappropriate, I know, but I think of Coming to America when he's like sexual chocolate, sexual. Talking
There's
about
something wrong with you.
I know. That's what I get the big bucks for. So not really. I know. Sad. I'm serious though. I feel encouraged. I feel like this economic little downturn we've been in, not little, this huge economic bump we've all been experiencing is going to be changed by innovators like the ones we've just spoken to.
You know, I'm going to try and tie it all together today, too, where collaboration meets innovation meets extremely hard work. You are going to be very, very successful.
Absolutely. And a lot of people say, well, that person was just lucky. They were in the right place at the right time. However, luck does play a factor, but you create luck with your hard work. You create it by putting yourself out there.
Everybody thinks the Beatles were overnight successes in the States when they were playing at dingy basement clubs overseas, getting their start, you know?
I feel good about life right now.
I do too. I'm inspired. I'm going to go out and own this day.
I know. I'm working on my fitness. I'm going to actually do a 6 a.m. CrossFit class at Ohio Krav Maga coming up this week. I'm going to do the Monday one and I'm going to do the Thursday one because I've been getting up at 4:30 a.m.
You know, at the break, Terry's like, hey, I still need you to wear the bodysuit for the self-defense class so women can beat you up all Saturday.
That's right.
So I think I'm going to do that.
I would like to encourage anyone, regardless of what your age, if you're a mom, bring your daughter, come learn some self-defense tricks because you never know when you're in a situation where you may need them. But even more, it's just fun to learn. So OhioKravMaga.com is where you can get all that information. I'll be posting it on our Facebook page as well. And I will be videotaping the beating up of Boy Man, which I'm
ready for this.
I'm really looking forward to. But speaking of, I was talking about Coming to America, one of my favorite movies of all time. I recently I want to talk about movies. I'm going to have Nicole, our producer, come on. We're going to talk, because Thanksgiving is one of the times of year when movie theaters experience the highest traffic. It's like their holiday ritual to go see a movie. So my mama and I, we saw New Dawn.
New Dawn? Isn't that a Twilight movie?
That's right.
I really wish I didn't admit that.
Team
but I know
Edward.
that right now.
I am Team Edward. I know. I'm a nerd. He's hot.
I don't know what any of that means, but
I do have a t-shirt that I sleep in that has Edward's face on
Do
it.
you?
Yes, I do.
That's
what does your boyfriend think of that?
He makes fun of me every second.
Yes, because he's jealous because Edward's hot. That's Nicole, our producer.
So.
Yes, he's hot. He's beautiful. So I saw New Dawn, but I will say this. It didn't get the best reviews. The critics said it moves kind of slow, and I kind of agree with them to an extent. There were scenes where it was like just close-ups, extreme close-ups of Edward's face or Bella's face, and it was just but then there's one scene where I'm not going to ruin it for peeps, but it gets kind of graphic because she gets pregnant in New Dawn. She gets pregnant by a vampire.
Have you read the books?
I haven't, but I want to.
Because that scene is... Yeah, they interviewed about that scene, and in the books they were just like, we have to get this right because it's such a pivotal time because there's so much about we have to wait till we get married, we have to wait. Yeah. And so they wanted to get it down properly, and so that's the only thing I want to see.
I'm incapable of participating in this conversation. I have nothing to donate to this.
Yeah, it definitely is more for the female population.
Absolutely.
I've noticed. Have you seen any good movies recently, Boy Man?
No, I haven't had time. I'm on the no days off thing right now.
Oh, so. Shut up! I wanted to see it. I needed to take 2 hours off.
You don't have to take a whole day off. Just a couple hours.
Yeah. I rented a movie recently. What was it? It was Horrible Bosses.
Oh my god,
and that was pretty funny.
Hilarious.
I did fall asleep at the end of it, but it was good up until that point. And I think, Lex, you know about this, that I have like a fantasy about Jennifer Aniston. Yeah. And that was the hottest she's ever been. She was smoking hot in Horrible Bosses.
I mean, like I typically do because I'm self-centered. I will say that people often say I look like her. I'm just saying. saying.
I see it. Yeah.
I totally see it.
It's the abnormally long chins that we both have. That's all that it is.
For anybody who's seen it, she's wearing nothing but a dentist or a doctor's white
coat.
Yeah. And I my brain was just scrambling, like, just fall. I was trying to will the movie to a certain direction.
That's funny. Yeah. You're gross.
I am gross. It's true. It's Sunday morning. I'm sorry, folks, that are driving to church.
Dirty. Have you seen any good movies recently, Nicole?
I did. Right. The day before Thanksgiving, the day it came out, The Muppets. Mm-hmm. Amazing. I was huge smile on my face the entire time. So you could see me and watch me during the movie. I had this grin like the Cheshire Cat. And that was it. And then I'd get really sad during the sad parts. And then I'd be great. It was awesome.
You're kind of a nerd. Is what you're.
It was much fun.
I love the Muppets. The Muppets Christmas Carol, love. But Muppets wasn't really of our generation. It was more like because we're more Gen Y. It was more Gen X generation. But I do love the Muppets.
I was always a Kermit the Frog fan. I like Kermit.
I love Miss Piggy.
We had Muppet Babies when we were growing up. Did you watch Muppet Babies?
No.
I don't think I did either.
No? Oh.
No.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
I watched it all.
My favorite cartoon was Doug.
I loved Doug.
Doug and Patty Mayonnaise.
Doug was good.
Holding it down.
What was the opening little theme song for Doug? That's right. Yes, that was a good one. What did I watch as a kid? You want to know what my favorite show of all time as a child, what it was, and what actually I still own?
Nervous.
I own all of the box sets for it, and I will sometimes have a marathon where I don't brush my teeth.
Now I'm excited.
And I watch them all. MacGyver.
No way. Are you serious?
Absolutely. Because I felt like I could learn so much about life by watching MacGyver.
Okay, this'll throw you both off a little bit. The one older show that I actually have all the box sets for is Cheers. Cheers was one of my favorite shows. Like as I got a little older and could appreciate it, because I think my parents always watched it when I was a kid, and they'd let me stay up late at night on the weekends and stuff.
Netflix.
Yeah, it's such a good show, especially like second, third season area. Yeah,
I stocked up on Boy Meets World when that came out on DVD.
Ooh, that was a good show.
One. That was a good one. Yeah, you know what else was really good? Or you know what?
I had the hots for Topanga too.
Right? It's such a cool name, Topanga. That's such a neat little name. And you know why I always liked Topanga? She wasn't super skinny, but everyone still thought she was cute. She was gorgeous. Like a positive role model. All right, stay tuned for our last segment, No Excuses Radio.
The Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Atelier, a boutique salon located in the heart of Grandview Heights, offers one-of-a-kind haircuts and colors tailored to your features and your individual skin tone. With a master cutting specialist and national color educator on staff, Atelier is always at the cutting edge. AtelierByMason.com. That's ATELIER by Mason.com, or call 614-485-9558. That's 614-485-9558.
Choices Eliminating Domestic Violence is dedicated to interrupting the cycle of domestic violence by responding to those in need, educating the community, and advocating for social change. Choices provides a 24-hour crisis and information line, temporary shelter, counseling, and support groups, all in the name of eliminating violence. Visit choicescolumbus.org.
During market ups and downs, you face many questions and uncertainties. Is my 401k allocation still right? How will my retirement plans be impacted? How will my dreams and goals be affected? Schumacher & Associates, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., can provide you with solid strategies and tips to help you protect what matters and weather market volatility. To learn more, go to Schumacher & Associates at 614-340-9642. That's 614-340-9642. Or stop by their office at 4 Victorian Gateway, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Are you trying to quit your unhealthy smoking habit but don't know where to start? Try the e-vapor, brought to you by Columbus's own Westside Vapor. E-vapors are smokeless, tar-free, and chemical-free, whereas a normal tobacco product carries major health risks along with over 4,800 harmful chemicals. Try a complimentary e-vapor by messaging Lex at facebook.com/live-no-excuses. And don't forget to visit westsidevapor.com.
After a month from HE Double Hockey Stick, that month being October, I am so pleased with how November is rounding out. Boy, man, it has just been
an inspirational month.
It has been. You know, a lot of crappy things happened to me in October with Carr, with my grandma getting sick, and just typical life frustrations, right?
True.
And you go through a phase where you want to do the whole poor me, and you want to whine, and you want to ask why. And then
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then
I've never done that.
And then you have to kick yourself in your own butt. And I am so happy with all of the new people that we get to meet through No Excuses. We get to meet all sorts of cool peeps doing starting small businesses, starting movements like Indio. I mean, it's just like Universitas.
And bringing people together like that, yeah.
I'm feeling kind of warm and fuzzy right now.
I am too. I'm inspired for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm not feeling upset. I'm a little fight. Actually, I do have a little fight. Actually, time it out. Let's get back to my basics. Okay, on the drive here. Let's get back to basics. Why do they have to be working on every road at the same time. We're going to talk to Nancy Burton, who's the director of PR for the Department of Transportation.
Okay.
I'm going to rip her a new one because I'm over
Everybody's
I'm
over it. It's bad. And it's supposed to be that way until what, 2014?
Yeah. And
it's nasty.
honestly, Nancy Burton, love you lots. She does a great job, and she's not the one making the decisions, but she's the PR figurehead. But I'm going to rip her up when we're going to have to get her on the show.
I tried getting from downtown to Easton, and that was not happening.
Torture.
That was bad. I ended up somewhere on Cleveland Avenue just trying to get to Morse quickly.
Well, I've had to really calm down my road rage because there's no reason to have it. Otherwise, I'm going to give myself a heart attack. You know how upset I get when I drive around.
You get a little angry.
I do. Well, because people drive stupid.
Actually, as a matter of fact, one day when we were leaving the studio, I ended up next to you at a red light, and you had just gotten through a bunch of traffic, and you rolled down your window. So I rolled down mine, thinking you're going to ask me for a Grey Poupon. You just started screaming. I just started screaming nothing at me. Just you were so frustrated.
Well, cheers to all of the cool people we got to talk to today. I recommend that you interact with us past the show. I recommend you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Live No Excuses, that you go to our Twitter page, twitter.com/Lex McAllister, and our YouTube, youtube.com/Live No Excuses, because we love hearing from you. We love hearing how you are living your own life with absolutely no excuses. Have a good week.
Ever since I was a young boy,